Okay, so skincare. Let's start. So a day in the life of your face. So if you are, someone who doesn't wash their makeup off their face, you lose a day of your life of that face. So that you will age a day if you don't wash off your makeup. So wash your makeup off, people, and do it properly. So I think the biggest thing is your makeup will look, the other thing too, like if you like to wear lots of makeup and you like to do yourself up, you want to have a good palette. This is sort of like your palette. And if you're not taking care of this palette, you are going to struggle, getting the best of your makeup products. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. I'm just saying you're going to struggle. Okay. So, we're going to talk about, the benefits of skincare. So there's kind of 3 layers of your skin. Okay. So when you and I love this analogy that I heard where it's, the very base bottom layer underneath everything is like grapes. And then on top of the grapes, you've got a little bit of raisin, and on the outside of your skin is like cornflakes. And I loved this analogy because it makes so much sense. So when you are, when we're born, our skin's like plush and it's like a grape. It's squishy and nice and full and elasticity, it's like every girl that gets fillers, that's what they're trying to do is they're trying to fill in what's missing in their skin. And then on top of those grapes are raisins, and that's sort of where we start getting wrinkles and we start getting, things like that going on. And then on the top layer, you have a layer of skin that really honestly needs to be washed off and cleaned off every single day because you need it to regenerate. So if you are, if you are not washing your face, for instance, let's just say, okay, so you're not washing your face and you are using makeup on top of that, you're just giving yourself frosted flakes because you have corn flakes all over your face in terms of dryness. And just your makeup will not go on as nice. I can promise you that because I have used all of our skincare and I know what the benefits are. So some of the major benefits, regular cleansing is essential to keep your skin looking radiant. So if you want nice skin, so what I've done prior to this, because I have a shower, when I shower, I cleanse in the shower and then I come out and I use a shine wipe and I wipe off any excess makeup that maybe I didn't wash off. Make sure you wash your neck, okay? You want to make sure you include your neck in your skincare routine because you don't have an old looking neck and a young looking face. That makes no sense. And cleansing helps anti-aging products and treatments work properly. So when you cleanse off everything, if you're going to use a repair product, to repair, wrinkles or dark circles or sunspots or age spots, you have to cleanse your skin first. It helps maintain proper pore size. Okay. So if you have really large pores, that means you probably have oily skin. And we're going to talk about skin type. We're going to talk about age. Oh my gosh. I have so much to talk about. This live could likely be a really long one. So hopefully you've got yourself a glass of wine or maybe some kombucha because this is what I'm addicted to right now. It helps maintain proper pore size, hydration, and prevents the product's production of excess oil. So if you have oily skin, I think there's a misconception that you shouldn't moisturize. You should. You need to close down those pores that are overproducing oils that are causing you to break out and causing your skin to be oily. And it's really hard to apply makeup when you have oily skin. It's probably one of the number one complaints women reach out to me and they're how I have oily skin, and they're looking for the right product, but really I should be telling them about our skincare line to help with the oiliness so that they can wear any makeup product that they want to. That's the key. So if you have any questions throughout any of this, throw them down. I can see the comments. I know that because I can see the ones that are up here. So I would love to answer anything that you're confused about, don't understand. So when you're looking at, okay, there's so much for skincare. There's so many products, where do I start? And that's sort of the scary thing with skincare. And I think a lot of people are I have to buy everything. And then they kind of just get scared off. And then it's kind of game over. And that's not how this works. But step 1 is a cleanser. So you need to cleanse your skin. You need to wash your face every single night and in the morning as well. So I will say, I am the first one to admit, I am not good about washing my face in the morning. I will just literally rinse it with water. But even that, just to get some hydration back into it, I don't do, I always wash it at night though, because I wash it in the shower. So when I take my shower at night, I wash off all my makeup and then I will use so I'll use our cleanser. I use the hydrating cleanser. Okay, we have two types of cleansers for two types of skin types, but I use the hydrating because my skin is normal to dry. Okay, we also have a pore perfecting cleanser that has little beads in it that really helps with oil control. So depending on your skin type, you're using one or the other. So what you're going to do is you want to cleanse off. So why do you cleanse your skin? These are the reasons you want to cleanse. It's a common benefit of facial cleansing is to remove dirt, okay? So you're removing all dirt, oil, and other unwanted debris. It's not just makeup. Even if you're not wearing a lot of makeup during the day or any makeup, for instance, you should still be washing your face every single night and doing a skincare routine because regardless, you're still being exposed to like pollutants in the air, like secondhand smoke, dust, particles. Like there's so much stuff you're being exposed to that it doesn't matter if you wear makeup or not. I do wear makeup and I'm exposed to all that stuff. So I have lots of stuff to wash out of my skin. So you removal of the dirt. Throughout the day, the skin on the face is continually covered with bacteria, pollutants, viruses, dirt, old dead skin cells. So facial washing removes these impurities to give the skin a fresh look. Without washing your skin, you would be covered with a thick layer of dirt and grime, which makes it difficult for the products to penetrate through the skin properly. So if you are doing a healthy skincare routine, which is cleansing, toning, preventative, hydrating, and exfoliation, if they can't get through the skin because you haven't washed your face, you haven't cleansed it, none of the other stuff is going to work. So it is an important step. Cleansing is an important step, whether you do that through a cleanser or you do that. Hey, Amy, how are you? So either do it through a cleanser or shine wipes. And I do both, right? Because I wash my face in the shower. Sometimes I don't get everything off. These are perfect. I get everything off after the fact, okay? So cleansing is super, super important. Whatever cleanser you're using, it's important. So like I said, we have two types of cleansers, one for hydrating, so it's normal to dry skin, which is mine, or you have the oil control, okay? And I've used the oil control before. It just makes my skin feel tighter. I love this one because the hydrating one, when I get out of the shower, my skin it almost feels like I've already moisturized, which I know I haven't. I will do all the other steps, but I know that at least I've got all that dirt and grime out. So cleansing, toning, okay? So I, at the beginning of this video, threw down our rose water toner. And the big thing with toning, there's so many benefits with toners, okay? So a toner is a great way for your skincare routine to take it to the next level. So while in the past, they've been known for sucking moisture out of the skin, the truth is a good toner loaded with antioxidants and skin restoring, skin replenishing ingredients nourish the skin. So like our rose water has so many awesome ingredients and so many vitamins in it that it really helps penetrate the skin and it helps to give sort of life again. So if I have any redness or any pimples or anything essentially that's like causing any sort of if you have, I'm going to talk about dry skin after like rosacea and acne, but like when you have that on your skin, it's really like any redness in your skin, this is such a great reducer of it. People have absolutely love this product. So you have to tone. So you're going to cleanse and with the wipes and cleanser, and then you're going to tone, okay? The third step is preventative. So if it's in the morning, I often do our hydrating day cream every single day. I don't care if it's pouring rain outside. I don't care if it's minus 40 because it's going to be like that soon in Canada. I will put on our daily, every single day I put this on. And what this has in it is 20 SPF. Now, please keep in mind that SPF is not really, don't think because it says 20, it's not effective. 20 means it lasts for 20 minutes. 60 means it lasts for 60 minutes. It has nothing to do with the potency of the SPF. We also have a hydrating cream called Divine without SPF because there are people that are allergic to SPF. So put some SPF on your face, people, okay? So if you are not allergic to it, protect yourself from the damaging things that the sun can do. I have sun damage that's actually been reduced drastically. If I showed you my face, oh my gosh, you'd blow your mind how much my skin has reduced in appearance of freckles and like my sunspots under my eyes. These were like almost black. Like I honestly couldn't even cover them with a good concealer. I still couldn't cover them. So Preventative is SPF Hydrating Renewing Cream and Oil Control Mask. So we have, so prevent and protect. So you lock your doors behind you, keep your wallet close at hand, and put your seatbelt on in the car. But are you protecting yourself from one of the most prevalent dangers each day, and are you protecting your skin from the sun? Okay, so is protecting your skin from the sun is important not only for your appearance, but for your health. So it's important. It's important to not skip this. Hello, Darlene. How are you? So you want to make sure you're not skipping that step. Please don't skip your protection step. I wish I had done this in my 20s because I would have a heck of a lot less sunspots than I do now. But again, they're not permanent. You can slowly get rid of them. But I want to make sure that you understand that SPF helps, and we have lots of repair, other things that can help that. So our renewing cream, so our nighttime renew cream is probably one of my most favorite. So we have the Royalty Time Correcting. Okay, so in our Time Correcting Night Cream, it's an anti-aging. It gives you, there's so much great stuff about this, but it is an awesome, awesome little container like this, and you can do, okay, oh, we can't even see it because it's so bright. Woo! Anyways, it's a white cream. It is wonderful. Actually, I'll put some on because that's my next step. I haven't done my night cream yet. So I did, before I came on, I showered and I did my daytime cream. I had daytime cream on today, and I'll talk about my morning routine and I'll talk about my night routine. So I put it everywhere because I'm going to bed, right? And you really want to make sure that you're making an effort to really try and renew your skin overnight, right? Even though you're sleeping, you still have like dust in the air. I have 2 dogs. Like there's dirt in our house. I probably haven't cleaned out the filter in the furnace in a while because I keep forgetting to do it. But you want to make sure that you have a really nice renewing cream on your face, so a nighttime time correcting. So it gives sort of like, it's an ideal for combination normal skin. This is like for every skin type, so it doesn't matter what your skin type is, and I'm telling you, in the morning your skin will feel absolutely amazing. So the other thing that I like to do would be to exfoliate my lips. I left my exfoliator in the car, so you know what a lip exfoliator looks like. You just put her on, and then so hydrating. So there's my hydrating step. So we've done our 4 of the steps already tonight. So I washed my face in the shower with the cleanser. I used my wipe when I got out. Then I just sprayed toner at the beginning of this video, and now I have done my hydration, which is my night cream. Okay, so for the day it's different. For night, I just put on my night cream, and then the other thing, the last thing that you need to do is exfoliate. So I always do my lip exfoliation probably like a couple times a week. And then I also use our Bonbons. I love these because they give a nice sort of moisturizing type hydration. Okay, I'll use these before bed at night. Okay, so the Bonbons are great for that. They have coconut oil in them. They're really, really refreshing. Okay, so I like to put those on, especially with winter coming. Like that is key to my life. The other thing that I actually do as well is I will put on our Haughty Lip Plumper. So I like to put on our Haughty Lip Plumper before bed as well. And the Haughty Lip Plumper has, again, it's like a renewing type. So the big thing when you exfoliate your lips is that they make them look bigger, right? Because you're taking off all the dead skin. And then you can kind of use something like a plumping agent that's going to get into the actual your lip lines and plump it up. So you'll see my lips, so they will get bigger over the course of this video. And that's the nice thing about this, is that it is one of those products that with prolonged use, like anything else, you will see results. So you're like, oh my God, I can't do all of those things. But if you can make an effort, I put Haughty on before bed last night. Yeah, you should do it. So Domi, I know you just got yours. So you should use it at, in the morning. I put mine on during the day. I put it on like all day pretty much if I think of it. For me, it's usually like maybe after lunch and then before bed. Those are like the three like main times I'm putting on my Haughty Lip Plumper. And the reason I do that is because I like the feeling of it, first of all. And second of all, I know that it's giving my lips like a little bit of life again, right? Because everything that I'm doing here is doing the same thing as the Haughty Lip Plumper is doing, but for my skin. So I'm trying to take those grapes that are way deep down, that are being blocked by the raisins and blocked by the corn flakes, and I'm trying to give them life and bring them more to the surface, right? Because you want that sort of plushy skin. So it's really important to take care of your skin. I'm telling you, it can make a world of difference. So the other thing that we have for exfoliation, so if you want an extra boost, okay, so we've got, like I said, you've got your things that you have to kind of do. So you've got your hydration, and then you've also got your exfoliation. Now, we have an awesome exfoliant mask that I would suggest using 2 to 3 times a week to kind of take off that layer of skin again that we sometimes just maybe don't get with all of our other like routines that we're doing. So the 5 things again, the 5 things you should be doing regardless of like everyone's got time for this, okay? I do extra things, but you can cleanse. You're going to do that in the shower anyways. Wash your makeup off, people. That is the main part. You are going to take a pea-size like amount of cleanser, wash. Make sure you do circular motions to really work it in, okay? You are going to tone, okay? You want to tone. Calming agent, gets out redness, just really brings out the impurities. You're going to use a prevent and protection. Okay, so prevent and protection at night would be like you might do the nighttime cream. That also falls under hydration, right? So if you're at nighttime, I just do that sort of prevent and protect. All I use now, if you are 35 or older, we have this awesome uplift serum that you can use to help with fine lines and wrinkles underneath your eyes. I've been using it for quite a while. I need to get back on my routine with that. And then exfoliation, and the exfoliator can be like a lip exfoliator. It doesn't have to be every day. And those are the 5 things for your skincare routine. And you don't need to do all of them every night, but you definitely need to cleanse. You definitely need to use your toner, and you definitely need to use some sort of hydration, okay? The added in though, other bonuses that you can do, right? So we have, you know, some people need more time. So we have in the morning, what my morning routine is, and I already told you I was guilty. I don't wash my face with cleanser in the morning, and I should, because you still get pollutants throughout the night. I will wake up. Sometimes I will tone, but not always. And I will, I absolutely, the first thing I start with, after I wash my face with some water, because like you still have like stuff that you need to wash off. So I will put on our instant lifting serum. I put it on my puffs under my eyes. Excuse me. And this is sort of like, some people are getting like, will get instant results, as in like my results show up after about 2 hours. After prolonged use, like it's less and less needed. But some people, it takes like 3-4 days. And the reason 3-4 days, even a week for some people to start seeing results from this, it's because some people need, like, you know, they might have oil under their eyes. They might have, you know, other like dirt and grime that just hasn't been washed out. I know it sounds gross, but sometimes they need more time. That product can't get into where it needs to get into to work. So that's why a lot of times people are not seeing instant results with it. But I know after I've taken one picture and then take another one 2 hours later, I see like instant results from it. It's crazy. So my morning routine is this always. And then I always put on my SPF day cream, my renewing. So we have 2. We have one for oily skin and we have one for normal to dry. So I do the normal to dry. And then I always prime before I put on any makeup on my face. So those are things that you can do. I put on my Haughty Lip Plumper. Like these are all like just little things that I do in the morning. So then a nighttime routines, like I said, I cleanse in the shower. I use wipes. I use the rose water. I use the hydrating night cream. I will use this. So I put on my Haughty Lip Plumper and my Bon Bon on my lips. And guys, I'm not sitting down and doing all of that like all in a row. So I love the serum. It's a serum though. So I highly suggest, if you have really dry skin, this is really good for like, they suggest like anyone with any skin type really, but like, especially normal to dry and anyone over the age of 35. So it's not really like a product that like really young 20s should be wearing. It's more for the older age group. So it's a really nice, it has lots of antioxidants in it, and it's very greasy though. So what I do suggest to all my customers that order this is that please don't use it like before you're going to try and put on a makeup application, right? Because if I try to put on a makeup application right now, that wouldn't work very well because it's very greasy, right? It's a serum. So it's going to be really hard. Makeup won't go on properly. So I don't want you to ruin your whole routine. The other thing that I do before bed is I always, and I actually have been really bad, don't tell anybody, but I've been really bad the last like probably 2 weeks, maybe even more, at applying my lash serum. So I was like noticing today, I'm like, why are my lashes not as long? Oh yeah, I have not been doing this. So I've been, again, got back on the horse last night. This does not take long. So this is how our lash serum works. So you're gonna like kind of look down. I usually just close my eye and you wanna go from the root here, okay? And I brush them down. And what I do, and then I go in and I'll do probably like halfway up. Yeah, like, so what this does, just so you know, because I think there's a bit of a misconception maybe with our lash serum. Our lash serum is actually like, it's not like a steroid. So it's not going to like grow, like it's not going to give your lashes a steroid that's going to grow them. What it does is it slows down the process of where they fall out. So what happens, and you will see results definitely after 3 weeks, is your lashes naturally fall out and grow back, right? And you have a normal, whatever the length is. But what this does is it messes with it. And that natural process of them falling out, they no longer do that. So they end up growing. So it's not a, like I said, if it was a steroid, it would be a drug, and we are a cosmetics company. So I want you to understand that about our lash serum is that it definitely gives you longer lashes for sure, but it does it in a more like a healthy way. If you ask me, like if you use something like Latisse is a steroid. You need a prescription for it because it's a drug. So this is not a drug. It's actually the cheapest lash serum. And you'll see lash serums all over the place. And every other lash serum that is not sold by a pharmacist is the same sort of thing. It's just stopping the process of your lashes falling out so that they grow longer. That's what it's doing. Okay, so don't be fooled. But if you stop using it, you will start losing lashes. So you got to be careful with that. So my nighttime routine, yeah, it takes a while, but guess what? I don't do it all in a row. I get out of the shower, I probably like do some work. Oh yeah, spray my face with rose water. Oh yeah, I should do like my nighttime cream. Like I don't do it all at once. So if you feel like it's so much, trust me, you have time for it. You can spread it out. It's okay. Hello, Isabella. How are you? Hello, Marianne. Okay, so nighttime is the most important though. So if you are going to commit and you're like, okay, there's no way, Sarah, I'm committing to all of those things that you just said. I will tell you that the more important one would be your nighttime routine. Your nighttime routine is really important because it gives your chance for your skin to kind of soak in everything that you've done to it. And it gives you a chance to sort of, it gives your skin a chance to breathe, right? So, and if you're actually doing the nighttime routine, and you don't have time for the morning one because you're a busy mom or whatever, totally fine, okay? I will fully admit I don't cleanse in the morning, but I do put on my instant serum and I do put on my day cream every day because I want my skin to look nice for a longer period of time. And I honestly can't imagine what my skin would look like, especially over the last couple of years using this skincare line or using any skincare line, how different your skin will look if you are actually being consistent with it. So dry skin, I just want to talk a little bit about how dry skin and rosacea and acne, how our products can help you with that. So, and this is good for like teenagers, this is good, it doesn't matter what age. So the detoxifying mask, like when you have dry skin or rosacea or like, like flaking, like there's a couple different things, right? You obviously want to hydrate it, but you actually don't want to use our exfoliator too much as you would want to use something like our detoxifying mask, a charcoal bamboo, because what that's going to do is it's going to lift the impurities out of those oil pockets. And if you have let's say you have a really bad hormonal breakout, what you can do with the mask is I would use that every day, and I would really make an effort to you know, I would use it every day until you start seeing results that it's going away. And that's key because uh, over the course of a week, it's amazing the results you can get from using our detoxifying mask on a daily basis. And then after the week, you can take it down to like 2-3 times a week. And then so you'll kind of prolong that. Fortunately, there's nothing you can do if you have a hormonal breakout. Like there's literally nothing you can do about that, preventing that from happening. What you can do is speed up the process of getting rid of the results of the hormonal breakout, if that makes sense. So the skincare, so dry skin, I mean, there's a difference between dry skin and you've got, you know, dry skin and you've got your, like in your 20s, okay? So there's a difference in age, right? So in your 20s, you'd want like a moisture boosting cleanser, rose water, hydrating day cream, and time correcting night cream in your 20s if you have dry skin, okay? Lots of hydration. Okay, in your 30s, okay, so moisturized boosting gentle cleanser, hydrating day cream with SPF. So this is for your 30s. You'd want to get it yourself like an exfoliating mask. I think that would be definitely key. Time correcting night cream, an instant lifting serum, and a detoxifying mask would be all things in your 30s that are going to make your skin look that much better. And then 40 plus, you would have all the same things as 30, except you might add in your Uplift Beauty Serum, which is going to really help with your wrinkles underneath, okay? And that's for dry skin. Combination skin, so oily and then oily skin, you're just sort of using the same products, except we're switching out anything that's like a hydration product to like a oil control or pore purifying. Because the big thing with people with oily skin is they usually have larger pores where that oil is coming out from, and you want to kind of shrink those. So we have an oil, they call it the superhero mask. So we have an oil mask, oil control mask that will really, really help if you're using it 2-3 times a week. And it's honestly, it's huge, right? It's like, it's one of those things where, like if you have oily skin, so some people only have oily skin in their T-zone, then you definitely want to make sure that you are, like, you can just do your oil, like your T-zone, and you don't have to do your whole face with the oil control mask. I personally don't have any like significant oil areas on my face, so I actually put on the oil control mask in an area where I don't have a lot of oil, and it was like you could feel that the oil was completely sucked out, whatever I did have. So I don't want to do that, because what that's going to do for someone like me is just dry out my skin more. And I don't want that. I want to exfoliate. I want to detoxify. I want to hydrate. I don't want to be sucking out oils that I kind of need in order to stay sort of relevant, right? So yeah, so with the skincare, honestly, guys, I offer, like, we can do a skincare class if you feel like this was something that you and your friends would really benefit from. I love doing in-person skincare consults, so if you want to try stuff out. The nice thing about the skincare is it's easily sampled out too. Like, I've got mask samples of all 3 masks, so they look like this. And they come with a cute little sample inside and some information. Okay, so I have some mask samples if anyone's interested in those. And I have, you know, I can kind of sample out anything, really. Like, I mean, the rose water, you're not going to get the full spritz, but you're still going to get like a nice, I can still get, like, you know, you want to smell it or feel it on your face. Any of the creams I can sample out, serums. So anything really. That's the nice thing too about skincare. If you just want to try it out, then it's one of those things, it's a lot easier to sample out than like, here's like an eyeshadow palette, for instance, I can't sample out. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, don't be shy to drop them below so that I can answer them. I have oily skin more in summer and dry in winter, and that's totally normal. So like, you'll find your sweat glands. So in the summer, I would definitely be using sort of like the oil control mask to shrink those pores so that you're not, you know, having them excessive. And then in the winter, you want to do the opposite. You really want to exfoliate that dry skin off of your face. I would detoxify to get the impurities out. And then I would definitely be using hydration at nighttime as well during the day. Like, I used to get like, so some of the things that I've noticed, okay, and and a really cool tip, sorry, I've got like sidetracked squirrel. So a really cool tip actually too is if you have excess product, and start doing this, and I'm going to start, and honestly, I did it once tonight, and I'm already seeing a difference, but you're not gonna be able to see it on camera, but any excess product, rub it on the back of one of your hands so that when you meet customers or you meet people that might be interested, you can say, look at the difference between my hands. This one I've been using our skincare, and you don't have to like do a skincare routine on the hand. You could if you really wanted to push it, but I don't want to waste product. If it's excess product for my face, I'm going to rub it on the back of one of my hands so that when I put them side by side, you can see the difference. So I thought that was something that was a really cool tip, just to kind of show things. So I think I was talking about something else. I got sidetracked. So yeah. Oh, I was gonna say all the things that have changed on my face. So definitely underneath my eyes, I used to have very, like, you can still see them. Like, they're not perfectly gone, but like they're way better than they used to be, guys. Seriously, like I can pull up a picture from like 2 years ago before we had skincare. This was like dark brown, and I had like all sorts of like really dark spots, and I still have freckles there if you look really closely. I have dark circles. I mean, these are not going to go away. Like, there's nothing that's going to take these away. But I think it's important to use, like, I get little puffs in the morning especially. So I like to start my day right away with this. And the other reason I use Hydrating Day Cream over that as well is because if you apply makeup, okay, over our instant lifting serum, and you go to apply foundation, it will cake in spots, and so will the concealer. It'll kind of cake if you're not doing the instant and then the day cream on top. And then I do a primer as well, just because I like the way it applies the makeup, but to prevent like it chunking under your eyes. And it, like, don't be scared. Oh my gosh, I remember the first time I did it live. Huge mistake. And then a girl was on my live and she's like, just put moisturizer on it. So I did that on the live and showed people, and everything was fine. And I've been fine for 2 years. So I think that was it. If you guys have any more skincare questions or anything, or you're wondering about your skin, like, I've been doing a lot of research on this, and I've been educating myself a lot over the last couple of years about skincare, and it's not something I talk a lot about, but I think that being knowledgeable on it and knowing what your skin's needs are and what your skin type is really important. Like, some people don't even know what their skin type is. And like, how do you not know, like, if your skin's dry? You would know if your skin's oily because you would see it, right? You would have that shine. And that means that you need to, like, if I had that shine, I'd be all over the oil control mask like 3-4 times a week till I shrunk those pores down, and really emphasize using creams and cleansers like that are specific to oil control, so that you are, preventing that. Because people think that if they moisturize, it's going to make you look more shiny and greasy, but it's actually the total opposite. It's shrinking everything. Okay, I think I will end it there, unless anyone has any more dying questions. But I hope that was helpful. And if you found, any value in this, and you feel like some of your friends need to hear about how to take care of their skin, or you want to remember, or you want to show them, feel free to share the broadcast. I totally appreciate it. And have yourself a fantastic Tipsy Tuesday.